it's Simon here. I'm not going to be talking about comic books. What I am going to be talking about is concerts, and the things that piss me off about them. Now, last night, I went to the House of Blues to go see a favorite band of mine, and every bad thing that could happen at a show happened that night. So I'm going to go on a rant about the top 10 things that piss me off at a concert. Number 10! You know what pisses me off? Those guys that go to concerts just to fight. And if any of you ever been to a show, you probably know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not retarded. I know that if I go to a show, I better expect getting, hit or pushed around or kicked or something. But, I mean, these guys take it to a whole nother level. Now, I don't mind the occasional moshing, but when I see a kid upside down on his hand, kneeing everybody in the back of the head, now you just gone too far. And seriously, what is up with the bandanas? They dress like they're trying to be part Sub-Zero and part Billy the Kid, wearing camouflage shorts. Although I will admit, they do kind of liven up the show sometimes, and pump up the band a bit. And as long as you're not the one that's getting hit, it is pretty funny sometimes. Number 9. Have you ever been to a show that is so packed, personal space goes out the window? Well, I have, and I always find myself thinking about the same things in this situation. God, I hope I don't get a boner. Did I get all my inoculations this year? Whose hand was that? God, I'm thirsty. Wouldn't it suck if this place just caught on fire? You know, on Discovery, they're talking about this new form of a flu virus being very deadly. I hope none of these guys have it. Number 8! Alright, I know a lot of you girls are going to complain about this, but number 8 has to be girls that crowd surf. Now look at this from a guy's perspective. My girlfriend wants to go up there and get touched by a bunch of random guys. Alright, I have no objections to that. The fact is that you're probably going to get touched, and touched everywhere. So if that doesn't bother you, then by all means go ahead, but don't be like all my lady friends who complain about it. And for you guys trying to pull off shirts and grab TNA, let me just ask you this. How would you feel if that was your little sister, huh? Number 7. You know what pisses me off? Asshole bartenders and bouncers. And everyone can relate to this one, because they seem to be everywhere. Clubs, concerts, outdoor events, you name it. And no matter where you go, they all look the same. The bartenders have that weird late 80s to early 90s ponytail with a look on their face that says, I was an amateur porn. And then the bouncers. For some reason, they all have the same haircut. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. It's probably like a crew cut or something. It's like a little bit of peach fuzz on the top of the head, and then like nothing on the sides. They all seem to be around 250 to 300. But they don't have the beer belly like fat guys do. And apparently they do not have necks. Till this day, I have not seen one bouncer that had a neck. It's like their head was welded on their shoulders. They're probably what I'd imagine Flintstones to look like in real life. And they all have that pack of hot dogs effect in the back of their head. You know what I'm talking about? And no matter what, they always look like they're irritated or something. The look on their face said, I was in Desert Storm. Anyway, that's not what bothers me about bartenders and bouncers. What bothers me is the lack of service. Now, I don't drink much, and especially at shows, because I'm pretty much a lightweight when it comes to drinking. And it doesn't take much for me to make an ass of myself. So usually I'll just go get a soda or like a Red Bull or something at the bar. And it's always the same two situations. Either the guy is way down on the other side of the counter, or he's talking to some chicks. And I don't mean to cockblock, but the band's about to play their set, and I need that Red Bull now. And then there's the bouncers. I remember one time my friend Mike, he passed out in the crowd. I'm not exactly sure why. But these two bouncers rushed in, they took him, and they took him outside to get some air. And that's what they do, you know? They help people that get hurt. They get the drunks out of there. They get the people that are going too crazy out of there. They're very important. But some of these guys act like Cartman from South Park. Remember that one episode where he becomes a cop? Respect my authority! Some of these guys are way too aggressive. They'll pull you, push you, and throw you around like a rag doll. Sometimes you have to watch out for them when they're trying to get into the crowd to get somebody, because they'll just mow you down like nothing. And some of them just take their authority too far. Once a friend of mine went outside to go smoke, and they wouldn't let her back in just because she didn't have her ticket stub. The fucked up thing is the guy who saw her go out wouldn't let her back in. So she had to sit out rest of the show. That's fucked up. Number 6. This really pisses me off when there are girls in front of you that will not shut the hell up. They're either on a cell phone talking to their girlfriends talking about, oh my god, I can't believe you're here, oh god, it's so exciting, oh wow, he's on stage, he's so cute, blah 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 blah. Shut the fuck up! Or those girls that are all giggly and happy and shit that are jumping up and down like they're on fucking sugar. Oh my god, I think he waved to us. Oh my god, he's winking at us. Oh my god, he took off his shirt. I swear to God, I'm like 2 steps away from going Metal Gear Solid on their asses. Remember in elementary school, those kids with the highlight color belts that used to say hall monitor and shit? You know what I'm talking about, those kids that used to open doors for you when you come to school in the morning? There should be people like that at concerts. Their sole job is to go out through the crowd and see those giddy girls and shit, and taser the fuck out of them. Number 5! Speaking about people that deserve to be tasered, you know who else deserves it? The shirtless fat guy. God sure has a sense of humor. Okay, not only do they smell like wet cat, nobody likes to get slapped with sweaty skin when they're trying to move in and out of the crowd. Son, what does that smell? And why are you wet? Oh, nothing, Pop. It's just the perspiration of an obese fella I happen to rub against. Have you ever slammed into one of these guys in the crowd? It's like someone's throwing wet beanbags at you. Not very fun, is it? Number 4. This is something that is really irritating, but you really can't do much about it. I'm talking about heat. When you're in the middle of a crowd of people that is packed, it gets really, really hot. I end up having to go home and take like 3 showers. Not only does it get hot in there, it gets humid. You know how you're all sticky on a hot Sunday morning? Yeah, it's kind of like that. And about every venue I go to have their AC on full blast, but that really doesn't help when you're in that crowd. It's fucking annoying, especially when you've been in that hot crowd for a while, and then when you walk out to where the bar is, all of a sudden it's fucking freezing now. And you know what's worse? When you go to outdoor shows. I like going to Warped Tour and Taste of Chaos and Sounds of the Underground, but they always hold it at this same fucking baseball field that's nearby where I live, called Tinker Field, and it's just such a pain in the ass to be there all day. Now I live in Florida, and it gets really, really hot here. Now I'm used to the heat, but when you're out there in the sun all day, it's fucking horrible! Number 3. You know what really brings my piss to a boil? Bands that make you sing the fucking song. You know what I'm talking about, when they get up off the stage in front of the crowd and then they put the mic over the crowd and they expect you to sing the fucking song. Bands usually do this with their most popular songs. You know, the ones they made videos out of. My guess is that they get so tired of performing that song over and over again that they try to get the crowd to do it for them. They act like they want to get the group involved and, you know, get them all hyped with the song, but that's total bullshit and you know it. You're staring at the crowd, mouthing the words, expecting us to sing it. I paid $24.50 for this ticket. God damn it, you sing! Number 2. You know what's worse than a band making you sing their own most loved song? Lazy performers. The fucking band just stands there motionless, playing the song. The guy on the mic has not made one single fucking motion. Both the guitarist and the bassist are standing there like fucking zombies. And the only one that seems to be breaking a sweat is the drummer. For fuck's sake, I want a performance. I'm not asking for choreographed dances like the fucking Backstreet Boys. I'm asking for some motion, some movement, you know? I want you to get into the fucking song. How the fuck am I supposed to go apeshit when you're just standing there looking like a goddamn douchebag? There's only one band in the world that can pull off the zombie standing thing, and that's The Cure. Movement or not, they fucking rock, alright? But besides them, everyone else is expected to get up off their ass and move around. Number 1. Alright, here we are, number 1. But how about a quick recap? Number 10 was people that take moshing way too far. Number 9 was crowded shows. Number 8, chicks that crowd surf. Number 7, asshole bartenders and bouncers. Number 6, girl in front of you that will not shut up. God, I fucking hate that bitch. Number 5, shirtless drunk guy. Number 4, hot. Number 3, bands that make you sing the damn song. Number 2, lazy performers. And number 1 is the drunken shirtless fat guy. Oh yes, just as Pikachu evolves into Raichu, shirtless fat guy plus beer equals trouble. Not only is their behavior unpredictable, you have no idea what they're going to do when they spot you. Maybe they'll grab you and hug you, press your head ever so gently across their man-tits. Maybe they'll come within 2 inches of your face and tell you how this band is the greatest band in the world. And maybe, just maybe, they'll take a swing at you for giving them the stink eye. All that you can be sure of is at the end of whatever situation, he'll be crying on your shoulder, talking about how you are the greatest friend he's ever had, and how you two should start a band together, called Infinite Kittens.